I think maybe. Okay, I think we have success. It looks like we are live. Let's see on this screen. Does it show that we are live? I think so. Yes. Okay. It looks like we're live, everybody. Fantastic. It is finally working. Okay. So, welcome to today. Today, we are going to be talking about 8 tips to beat bloating. Let me see if I can make this bigger for you. Let's see. F11 makes it bigger. I believe so. Maybe not. Okay. Or maybe I was supposed to do that beforehand. There we go. I think we've got it coming. Awesome. Okay, well, everything is working perfect and fairly smooth this morning. Welcome to the 8 tips to beat bloating. So welcome to the webinar. I'm excited to be here live with you. I'm going to be talking about bloating and the safe and natural remedies to beat this issue. So as a way of saying thank you for staying to the end of the class, I will be giving you a link to a helpful ebook that will allow you to review the content after the class is over. So please be sure to stay until the very end and go ahead and download the ebook. Now, those of you that RSVP'd on Zoom and that are live with me on Zoom, you will automatically receive it at the end in an email. It's already set there. And if you are joining on our Facebook Live to where we're finally able to, where it is working, that means you did not RSVP, and the Zoom or the link for the ebook, if that is something that you want, make that comment in the comments of our live today, so that I can go ahead and get that to you. And as I say, welcome. If you are catching it live on Facebook, I am not seeing your comments at the very moment, but if you're catching me live, go ahead and type live so that I know that you're here. I can respond back after. And if you're catching the replay, go ahead and type replay, and also share with me where around the world you are from. Since last week, we had folks from Philippines, Marshall Island, from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast. We had different Hawaiian islands represented. So folks from everywhere, and it's always fun and exciting to find out where everybody is from. So what are the things that you are going to learn today in this webinar? Well, what is bloating, and what are the symptoms of bloating, and 8 ways that are proven to reduce or eliminate bloating, plus much more. So ever find yourself bloated after eating? So like your stomach is sticking way out and you can't breathe and you feel like you're 8 months pregnant, even after a small meal, which it does happen to some folks. So what is up with that? Research has shown that 10 to 25% of healthy people experience bloating. 10 to 25%. That is a lot of people. And it is particularly common in persons with IBS and constipation. So, according to the International Foundation for Functional Gastrointestinal Disorders, so that's IFFGD for short, bloating is a commonly reported symptom. So, keyword here is symptom. Bloating is a symptom, and it is sometimes associated with distension or the visible increase in the width of the abdomen. So, basically, distension is getting bigger, like that after eating where you feel like you have like a beer gut, but you didn't even have beer either. So bloating is often accompanied by pain, excessive gas or flatulence, and frequent burping or belching, and also abdominal rumbling or gurgles, which is, try to say gurgles 10 times in a row very fast. So while bloating, a bloated stomach is certainly uncomfortable, it can actually even be embarrassing when it comes along with gas, or you need to run to the bathroom. It might be a bigger problem than you think. So stomach bloating can sometimes signify serious health problems that are lurking below the surface. And it may lead to other issues like digestive disorder, autoimmune reaction, allergies, or even stomach cancer in some cases. So other possible reasons for bloating and distension include infection, constipation, bowel obstruction, dehydration, small intestinal bacteria overgrowth, or SIBO for short, or even hormonal changes. So, luckily, in some cases, stomach bloating isn't to be anything to be alarmed about. It's usually can be cleared up by making some simple changes to your diet and routine. So here, let's dive right into the 8 proven ways to reduce or eliminate bloating. So number 1, don't eat too much at a time. It's like, I don't know, but if I could eat that whole thing all in one shot, I'd be like comatose kind of thing. Being stuffed can feel like being bloated, but the problem is that you simply ate too much. So you're not actually bloated, you're just totally stuffed. And if you're eating big meals and you tend to feel uncomfortable afterwards, then just try going for smaller portions. For some people, simply adding another daily meal might be, a good option so that you can make it into smaller portions. And some people who experience bloating don't have, the enlarged stomach stuff, or increased pressure in the abdomen. It's simply, you know, that's simply what it is. So the issue is mostly sensory. It is just a feeling when it's not actually happening. For this reason, simply eating smaller meals can be incredibly useful. So, also, number 2, avoid swallowing gases. Air or gas that is swallowed when you eat or drink is actually a big culprit. And here we have, for example, carbonated beverages like fizzy drinks, sodas, but also when you drink, if you drink in a way to where you're swallowing air at the same time, that can actually be a culprit for bloating. So when we're looking at the fizzy drinks and sodas, though, they do contain bubbles with carbon dioxide, which is a gas that can be released from the liquid after it reaches your stomach. So then it's like, poof, inside explosion. Okay, avoid being constipated. So that may sound like, duh, yeah, but constipation is actually a very common digestive problem, and it can have many different causes. Studies show that constipation can often exacerbate symptoms of bloating. So soluble fiber is often recommended for constipation. However, increasing fiber needs should be done with caution because fiber can often make things worse for people who have gas or bloating. And actually, when you increase fiber, you need to also be aware of your liquid intake, especially water. If you don't have enough water, but too much fiber, there comes another issue there. So another thing is you might want to try increasing your physical activity or taking magnesium supplements, both of which can be effective against constipation. With the physical activity, it helps to get that movement and it encourages movement, if you get my drift. And then also magnesium supplements help to support the movement of the bowels. So for magnesium intake, you may want to try Shaklee's Sustain Released Vital Mag. And so here you can see the picture of it, M Boost. It's a magnesium boost. So its proprietary blends includes elemental magnesium from 3 different sources. And you may also want to try Herblax, which has senna leaf that has been used traditionally as a natural laxative. And personally, what I love about the Herblax and the formulation is that it actually helps to support the natural movement of the bowels. So the peristalsis movement, which is, the little contractions and the little hair-like things in the bowels, it actually helps to support it. So it's something that is non-irritating. It supports the natural process of the body. And it is something that is, this particular formula is not something that is addictive. So that is pretty powerful to have that as part of our medicine cabinet, should we have some indiscretions with foods that can cause some blockage. Let's just leave it at that. All right, so taking probiotics, that is also an important one. Taking probiotics, there have been several clinical trials that have shown that certain probiotic supplements can help to reduce both gas production as well as bloating, because gas production and bloating are actually 2 different things, but they also do go hand in hand. And it helps to reduce that for people that have digestive problems. So this may also depend on the individual as well as the type of probiotic strain used. That is very important. So probiotic supplements like Optiflora Probiotic Complex can have numerous other benefits, so they're definitely worth trying out. And they help to support colon health, digestive balance, and also long-term intestinal health. And if you join me last week when we were talking about our topic was Digestive Health 101. We actually dove a little bit deeper into this of how it also helps to support the immune system. And I will be covering that topic again at another date, or you can watch the replay of last week if you want more details on that. So do try digestive enzyme supplements if bloating is something that is issue for you. So supplemental enzymes can help to break down certain food components like, fats, carbs, different things like that, and can provide almost instant relief. And for that, you can try Shaklee's Easy Just for immediate digestive support. And then 6, and remember, we have a total of 8 tips. So right now we're at number 6. Eliminate food allergens and intolerances to common foods. So you might, notice what is something that you have issues with. So food allergies and intolerances are common causes of bloating. Common offenders include lactose, fructose, which can be surprising, but yes, fructose. So that's the sugar from fruit, wheat, gluten, and eggs. So those are the most common offenders. And number 7, try a low food map diet. So what is food map, right? Food map stands for fermentable ferment. Okay, I can say it. Fermentable oligodemonosaccharides and polyols. That's a long one to say, definitely. So these are scientific names for carbs that may cause digestive issues. And you'll be surprised actually at what some of those foods are that have that. So studies have shown that indigestible carbohydrates called food maps can drastically aggravate symptoms in IBS patients. That's not surprising, but yeah. So a low food map diet has been shown to lead to major reductions in symptoms such as bloating, at least in IBS patients. So if that's something that is an issue for you, give that a try. See how that can help, definitely. So if you have problem with bloating, with or without other digestive symptoms, try a low food map diet. And that may be a good way to fix it. So try it for a week, see what difference that makes for you. And here are some common high food map foods. Oh, or FODMAP foods, not food map, FODMAP foods. And you might actually be surprised at what some of these are. Artichokes, beans, which I know for some people, they're very aware about that. Apples, which I know is surprising. And there's some more. There's some more here. Pears, watermelon, really? But yes. Wheat, which a lot of people are aware that there's, some issues with wheat, and it's not necessarily the gluten. Onions, garlic, broccoli, cabbage. So, these are just some of the high FODMAP foods to be aware of. So you want to go ahead and choose also foods that are beneficial. And here are some of the best foods to help you battle bloating. Now, do keep in mind some of these are high on the FODMAP scale. So if it is something, especially if you have IBS, for example, some of these you will want to avoid. But again, we're all different. We are not cookie cutter people. So go ahead and test out for yourself which ones are beneficial for you and which ones are irritating for you. So water-rich fruits and veggies. So that is the broad water-rich fruits and veggies. Try a variety. Now, water, which carries key electrolytes and beneficial enzymes found in veggies and fruits, may help to reduce stomach bloating naturally. So example of leafy veggies and fruits are cucumbers, celery, fennel, artichoke. Now remember, the artichoke though is on the FODMAP list, melon, and berries. So when it comes to melon, remember that the watermelon is high on the FODMAP list. Okay, so things to keep in mind. Now let's take a look at herbs and spices. So natural digestion soothing herbs like ginger, dandelion, aloe vera, fennel have been used for thousands of years to soothe an uncontrollable belly. And many herbs act like diuretics to help the body release extra fluids, while some, like ginger, can also help the stomach to release its content and relax the muscles in the digestive tract, which helps to relieve constipation. It is a whole domino effect, definitely. So green tea, which is something that I love. And I actually have green tea in my morning drink. And it also has pomegranate, which is why it's yellow. And I have some other things that I mix in there, but it is part of my personal daily routine. So green tea and bone broth. So personally, I'm vegetarian, so I would not do bone broth. But if you're not vegetarian, those are considered to be anti-inflammatory and great choices for gut health. So raw dairy, and the key word here is raw, because conventional kind of dairy sold in supermarkets can actually kill enzymes that are needed for proper digestion. So if you're eating the yogurts and drinking the milk that are not raw, the digestive enzymes or the enzymes that are in there are pretty much dead when it comes to the enzymes for digestion. Now, I know there is the debate of, dairy, no dairy. I leave that up to you. Ourselves in our household, we are fairly dairy free. I can't say 100%, but we are fairly dairy free. It is a personal choice. But show me some. Oh, just a minute. The cat is jumping. Hendrix. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, so the cat just jumped on the bird cage. And the bird freaked out. Hendrix, you're not supposed to jump on there. Life with animals. So we have a rescue bird right up here, but then we have 2 cats. Okay, so let's get back to this. And when we're looking at dairy, consume aged raw cheeses instead of soft cheese, and also go for kefir or yogurt instead of milk, which are also lower in lactose. And the cat is not happy that I grabbed him away from the bird. Okay, so stomach bloating and bloating in general can be horribly frustrating. And my cat is frustrated. Okay, she's on my desk now. All right, so by following the tips that I have mentioned above, you may have a higher chance to get rid of the discomfort and eliminating bloating altogether. So if you'd like to create a wellness plan to help beat bloating, I would certainly love to help you. Helping people is part of my passion, you bet. So please leave a comment in the chat box with the best time to reach you. You can also message me on Facebook or send me an email or call me if you do have that information handy dandy. I'm keeping an eye on the cat because the cat is starting to go stir crazy. I'm going to let her out in just a moment. So thank you again for joining my wellness webinar, and I do look forward to seeing you in my next webinar. When is that going to be? So my next webinar is next week. So on Saturday, it's going to be this time. It's Saturday the 16th, and the topic is going to be how to escape the 9-to-5 grind. So how to basically get your map to freedom. So, and that's going to be next Saturday, but I will show Saturday of next week. So not tomorrow, Saturday of next week. And I'll show you here in just a moment how to get the information of the when, where, and how to even RSVP so that you can get all the extra goodies when you do the RSVP stuff. So if you are interested in the products that I have covered in this webinar, okay? So if you're interested in any of the products that I talked about, just go ahead and visit my online shop for your source for health. And the easiest way to find that is go to momisthebest.com. Momisthebest.com. Very simple. Momisthebest.com. And when you look at the very top, there is the menu bar. And one of the things on there is shop. Easy breezy, right? So I can also send you a link to my shop if you want at the end of the webinar so that you can just go ahead and shop now. Or let's say that you don't want to look around and find the different products that I was talking about, but there's something in specific that you want, just let me know and I can send you, like I can text you, like I can put it in the cart, I can get everything for you and I can send you that cart so that you can go ahead and check out. Easy breezy, definitely. I would also like to invite you to join in my wellness center to where you can get a free account and that way you'll get access. I'm keeping an eye on the cat. You will get access to the entire library of wellness webinars and articles. We've had interviews with scientists and doctors, so we have them all in there. You can get complete access to that. And that's where you'll get the inside scoop on which food supplements can help you with common ailments. You'll get updates on our newest products and specials and promotions. You'll get access to my Vitality for Life newsletter archives, so the ones that we've sent in previous months, and so much more. Now, also another invitation, my wellness group here on Facebook. So if you join me on Zoom, you may not be connected with me on Facebook. If you're watching the replay, that means that most likely you're already part of my wellness group here on Facebook. And go ahead and share what you like best. Let us know what aha moment you have had and what golden nuggets you've gotten from today. Now, before I leave, we're getting ready to wrap it up here. Go ahead and check on my hub site. And that's the one I was saying earlier, momisthebest.com. And that's where, if you look at the very bottom, that's where you have all the ways to contact me and all the different ways to follow me. So it is all there at momisthebest.com. Easy breezy, super simple. And that's where you can also find out all the events that I have coming up. Just like I said, there's that menu bar at the top when you go to momisthebest.com where you have shop. You also have events at the very top. And there it opens up all the ones that I already have scheduled so that you can just click and RSVP for any particular topic that is of interest to you. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up and say thank you again for joining my Wellness Met webinar. And I look forward to seeing you on the next event. If you have any questions, ahas, all that, go ahead and post them, share them, and let me know. Until next time, have a fabulous day. Make sure to make tomorrow amazing because it starts with you today.